With Dragon Ball Sparking Zero being only 4 months away, it's been a crazy time to be a Dragon Ball fan right now because we have so much content being fed to us like it's a buffet. We're literally being overstuffed with content at this point, and it's kind of impressively overwhelming, but in the best way possible. So, with that being said, I think it's time for me to drop a Sparking Zero wish list, and I think I have some interesting things on the wish list to talk about. So, let's get into it. So starting things off, I'm going to section this off into categories, one being game features and the other being characters. So for game features, I just want to say right from the beginning that it would be great to see them implement a feature to the custom story modes at some point. I don't know if it'll release with the game at launch, but maybe some point down the future there could be an update where custom story modes could have a multiplayer feature. For example, a custom story could have two possible outcomes based on which character wins. Both players can either play in a competitive manner or intentionally let a specific character win in order to see what the creator has made for either scenario. I think that'd be very cool because it would just be additional fun for the game if you could just play a custom story mode with your friend. I mean, why not? The game was originally intended to be online only, so why not branch out? Why not open up the gates? Go crazy. Another feature that I think would be cool is something simple, but something that might not be a thing. I mean, it's probably gonna happen, but the Budokai Tenkaichi games didn't have this feature for some reason. That feature being a rematch button, specifically for online multiplayer room lobbies. Again, I think this is gonna happen because it's kind of a no-brainer. Fighters has it. Xenoverse 2 has it in a way where you go back to the lobby and you can both ready up or leave. So that being said, it's probably possible, but I just wanted to include it there just because. So sticking with online multiplayer, I think it'd be cool for there to be a game mode for online lobbies, allowing for a King of the Hill, or it was also called Endless Battle in Xenoverse 2. Basically, two players fight. The winner gets to fight the next person in line. If the winner wins again, then, they keep on fighting whoever was next up. So you would rinse repeat until the winner loses, and then you get some new competitors. Then you get some new players to fight each other, And in Xenoverse 2, it would display a win streak as well, which was cool. I think that would be very, very well suited for Sparking Zero. Keeping things moving with the online category, we're going to have online team battles. And I'm honestly not sure if this will happen or not. It was a thing. It could have been, I think it was a thing in the base games of Budokai Tenkaichi. But you definitely see like mods, people playing online, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, even, it's Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but with mods, if you don't know. They add a bunch of like new characters and stuff, which is cool. Very cool, very nice. Check it out. But yeah, in that mode, in Budokai Tenkaichi quote unquote 4, you can play online with your buddies and basically go against the CPU. You go against the CPU. You can set up certain people to be like, if you want them to be super difficult or just have tons of health and do no damage, or maybe you do no damage. It's something like that. Also for the team battles, I think it would be cool to just have multiple players on the team. So like, let's say, for example, you have a 2v2 lobby full of players, right? And let's say you want to invite your homie on your team, or maybe the opposite team. I'd like it to be easy and not complicated to get your buddy in the right spot. Because for my fellow Xenoverse players out there, if y'all have tried to do 2v2s online, it's a little complicated and unnecessary. You have to wait for a random person to join first after you make the lobby, and then once you get a random person in there, then you can invite your buddy, and then they should be on your team. Because I guess the third slot in the lobby of Xenoverse is your team member for some reason, which is weird, but yeah. And co-op online boss events, similar to Dragon Ball Fighters, much like I've described in the aforementioned Budokai Tenkaichi 4 content, with mods and stuff. It's possible to fight your own bosses. Dragon Ball Fighters actually has an online feature that allows you to fight against raid bosses. Like you can go start from level 1 and you guys work your way up to, I think it's level 99 or 100 or something, really high level, and the difficulty and health for the raid boss increases with each stage. So yeah, it would be nice to have that for Sparking Zero, because imagine basically doing a team battle of you and your friends. You take one slot, your friend takes one slot, and then friend 2 takes the third slot, and you guys try to fight a super difficult boss online. Like, that would be cool, right? Another no-brainer that's very possible is co-op online tournaments. So like basically tag team tournaments. I think that'd be a cool thing. I think tournaments online will be a thing because Xenoverse has them and Fighters has them, I'm pretty sure. If not, then they're definitely player made. But official tournaments for Xenoverse, they're events, so they're not like meant to be at Evo or anything. And I'm not talking about Evo tournaments, I'm just talking about fun little events that the devs can implement just for players to do something more in the game. I think that'd be very interesting, and it would add additional lifespan to the game, as if it needs it, because custom story is a thing, and all these what if scenarios and DLC and da 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 da. But why not? We were starving for so long for Dragon Ball content, and now we're getting like we're just it's a waterfall of Dragon Ball content right now. We have a plethora of content. We got new anime coming out. We got games coming out. So, why not throw in more stuff? Let us eat well. Let us be fed for months, years. But yeah, online tournaments with co-op features, that would be cool. Let's say your crew of 3 thinks they can run down the gauntlet to be number 1, and you get some cool rewards, maybe some customizations for the roster. That'd be cool. And maybe there would even be a weekly basis type of thing to it. So like whoever gets to the semifinals bracket within the week will have their slot reserved until results are decided on a set date. That'd be cool. Now I'm going to go into the characters category of things that I'd like to see on my wish list. So for the characters category, I'm going to start off with, there are examples in the past games that have done it. I think Budokai Tenkaichi 2, maybe 3. But I'd like there to be some fun fusion characters that you could just set up to fuse, like Hercule, which would be like, I'm pretty sure that's what they call Goku and Hercule fusing. Tiancha, which is Tien and Yamcha fusing. That would be cool. Bring that back. That'd be nice to see. Also, keeping it going with the fusions. Literally, there's a Dragon Ball Fusions game that you could take inspiration from. Dokkan Battle has literally added some of the characters to the game, and they're pretty cool. What is it? I think it's Whis, which is Whis and Beerus. They have Karoli, which is Goku and Broly. GBZ Broly, by the way. And there's a few more that's really, really cool, and it'd be nice to see that in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, because what if characters and crazy fun characters don't always make an appearance in Dragon Ball games, unless they're like mobile games. So yeah, let's get that going. Another character idea, I think it's a no-brainer, and it's probably going to be a definite possibility in Sparking Zero. But Toribot being playable, or just in the game, or just having a Toribot event would be a necessity for me, because obviously RIP, thank you Toriyama. He's a legend. He brought us all together, and we all had something to talk about and bond over in Dragon Ball, and he's been so influential to a lot of things in a lot of games that's not just Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump and Arale it's a lot more than that. So I think including Toribot or just having an event or something to tribute Toriyama in Sparking Zero would be just, it would hit different, man. It would be so good and absolutely valid if they did that. Another thing that would be cool for them to add would be Dragon Ball game original characters from other games that we've seen in Dragon Ball. Characters like Shallot, Giblet, Android 21, Few, Supreme Kai of Time, Toa, Mira, you know, Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters like Super Janemba, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. The list goes on, man. You like Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta were like exclusive to Raging Blast 2, and they were fun characters that they have not brought back again in like a main console game. It's just been Dokkan so far, at least to my knowledge. Maybe Super Dragon Ball Heroes as well, or the game. Yeah, definitely Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because that is a whole what if game franchise. But yeah, definitely would love to see Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, more what if characters make an appearance in a console Dragon Ball game. That'd be cool. So yeah, there's so much that they could just bring in, and there's so much content they could make for DLC. I would take that as that would have to be DLC, but I would take that as DLC, you know? Like, imagine we get a whole Super Saiyan 4 pack where it's not only Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, but also Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Gohan, Broly. You know? Like, come on, man. And then there's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Vegito. That's crazy. Like, what? The Xeno designs could be costumes, you know, they could be customizable costumes for the characters. Trunks has a Xeno design, Goku, Vegeta, everybody, you know. We could get Berserk Vegeta from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which is kind of like another powered up version of Super Saiyan Blue. It's not necessarily evolution, but it's powered up blue. Pretty strong. I mean, dude, like Super Saiyan 3 Rose Goku Black. Tell me you don't want to see that in a Dragon Ball video game for consoles. You'd be a liar. Anyways, that's my wish list for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And again, we only have to wait 4 months. Like, already. Like, the game was announced literally last year. In what? December 2023? Somewhere around there. So the game was announced and did not have that long of a release time, like a release window. So, if there's anything that you would like to see that I didn't include on my wish list, drop it down in the comments. If there's something you liked on my wish list, let me know, and let me know if you pre-ordered the game or not, because I definitely did. And if so, if you did pre-order the game, which version did you pre-order? I personally got I think it's the deluxe edition. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day and keep on supporting Dragon Ball, and I hope you guys have a great time whenever anything Dragon Ball related comes out. I hope you have a good time regardless, but you know, specifically because of this video, specifically Dragon Ball. Alright. So I'm gonna call it here, and you guys have a good night or day wherever you are. Treat yourself, love yourself. Peace out.